So, welcome back to the 1990 podcast. This is episode 3. Your hosts, Danny and Joe.
Hello.
So, today this is part 2 of the Top Trumps. We are going to be looking at the La Liga players all round. The stats today, we're going to be comparing from just their all-round career stats. As you'll see, we haven't got a clue who a couple of these picks are.
Yeah, no, I was looking at these. The La Liga stats are not as comprehensively listed as the Premier League ones. Just so we've gone off transfer market, club stats.
I'm sure our Spanish listeners could drop some information for us.
Sol.
Anywhere where we can find more comprehensive stats would be fantastic.
Yeah. No, so we've got that coming up a bit later then, I guess. For the time, should we just do you want to recap everything that's gone on this week? I guess
the lack of competency in the referees, the World Cup.
Jesus Christ, that was bad. I'm not even an England fan, and that was horrendous.
I know. I mean, it brought me a glimmer of joy, but it's still absurd.
Well,
so the first one, for example, I mean, I don't know. You can be that all over a player who's running into the box. Well,
yeah, no.
To be fair though, I don't think that initiated before he got into the box. The legs were in between. Like his leg was in between his legs,
but
and
I think the rule is if it carries over, if it carries over into the box. It's
but if
penalty.
you
fell outside the box though and you land inside the box, I think that's still a free kick.
So that should have been another pen for Kane to balloon out the bar.
Yeah, I mean it's not like he'd have scored it, but would he have scored? You know, if he got a third pen, right? So let's put it. So let's say he got that one, he would have scored that one. Then he would have missed the second one.
I mean, I'm not going to do him a disservice.
That's fair.
Of course he would have. I mean, I'd take him at Liverpool in a heartbeat.
That's
a question, but
over Darwin Núñez.
No, with Darwin Núñez.
Fair. No, that'd be a decent combo though. Kane's basically like he's kind of more of like an attacking mid to it, like to some degree anyway. These days he kind of drops as
the Firmino role. If he could,
that's probably like an ideal comparison of what he is now.
If he could survive Jurgen Klopp and Pep Linders trainer regimes,
do you think he?
Man, I'd be thrown up on the Saudis.
No. So, or we got through the Dutch are out. Argentina.
Van Dijk's got a rest. We love it. Right. So basically, this round has been fantastic as a Liverpool fan because Sen's been nice and prepped. He's been in competitive training.
Yeah.
Like 33 minutes. He's match fit. He's ready to come back. Henderson, same. He's played more minutes. However, the beauty of this is he never made it to the semis. Therefore, there's no issues of playing for third and fourth. So now they haven't. If they hadn't made it through this round, then they're guaranteed to be playing the maximum amount of games.
Yeah.
So that's not there, and now it's not there for Van Dijk either.
Yeah.
The only player I think that we have in this issue with is Kanate.
Potentially, but I don't think he's played.
But we've got Joe Matip and Joe Gomez both back. So from a Liverpool point of view, all our players are just coming back. Nice. Alisson, Becker, Fabinho. They'll get the week off. They might miss the Man City game.
Yeah.
And they'll be back for the Boxing Day.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
No, it's we were speaking of a little bit. I maybe hard man's not because we were speaking about it as like in terms of like shit houses. That Paredes of Argentina, I love him. I love him. He's one of my. I'll put him up there as like one of my favourites. But he is an absolute. He belongs in Atletico Madrid. He doesn't belong anywhere else. He's a complete shithouse. And Van Dijk ran him over.
The Rolls Royce did what the Rolls Royce does.
Do you know what? Argentina are just the international Atletico Madrid. Like every one of them is a shithouse.
Yeah, including Lionel Messi.
Yeah. He's not as bad at club level, but for Argentina, it's like he gets around the boys and just turns into a.
I bang on about this video I seen years ago when I was maybe just after school years.
Yeah.
But it was basically the YouTube caption was antagonising Messi. So I thought at first that it was going to be other players like antagonising him, but it wasn't. It was him like spitting at people, booting them, punching them.
Yeah.
Caught like he's literally single-handedly caused like a 56-man scrap. Like in some mad South American game. I think it was Argentina Brazil, but
most likely at that, yeah. Argentina,
but I'm
Brazil,
talking
fight for
all
no
on
reason.
field players scrapping, managers, assistant coaches, throwing coaches,
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. To be fair,
the doctors, everything was madness. But however, at the same time, loads of videos started surfacing of Ronaldo doing his PR, going around donating loads of his kits and saving people's lives.
Okay. Do you reckon that's Ronaldo's definitely done as much antagonism? Do you reckon?
100%, but that's just because he's like he rolls around on the floor like he's Bambi on ice when he operates like a smooth, fully operating Lamborghini.
I can't believe he done that to like he done what he done to Wayne Rooney back in like was it 06 or something like that, I think. It's like as if you're gonna do that. Like I get that to an extent. So like how are you gonna do that to your teammate? Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, hey, if you're out there listening, fella, goat. Well done. I'm winking right back at you.
I wonder how many of them like that, because you got that David Luiz one as well. Like how many players have just been caught for Sergio Busquets? How many of these players have been caught like just full on just doing like a little wink like I fully meant that.
It's gotta be.
I reckon there's a couple there. I wonder how many high profile ones. The Brazil are out as well.
Brazil are out? Shockingly.
That's down to the Croatia goalkeeper. But at the same time, the Brazil shots were pretty much just like Adam a lot of the time. Oh, Portugal are out as well.
As they are.
Yeah.
The Brazil one, I didn't see much of it. I was stuck in work.
No, that's fair. They went to penalties. They went out on penalties, but it was kind of a. They took the lead as well.
I was quite disappointed. When I seen the highlights, I was quite disappointed Alisson didn't make a save. But
to be fair though, on a penalty shootout, you can't expect the keeper. Like you never expect the keeper to win a penalty shootout.
Well, you shouldn't be.
Except unless you're like the Morocco keeper, I guess. Oh no, he didn't know. That was who's the one I was thinking of? Saved 2. Oh no, Emi Martinez.
Yeah.
Put the Dutch out on penalties. Man saved 2.
Unreal.
Yeah. They weren't even like bad pens, like at all.
No, not at all.
He's sick at penalties though.
Portugal, I think. On to Portugal, I think they reaped what they showed. Like, if you don't start the goat, what do you expect? Like, don't get me wrong, Morocco are flying, and that Amrabat is sick. Like, he's playing for that move.
Yeah.
Like, without the Liverpool bias, he is
gonna
playing.
Is he going to be that like World Cup standout star that then like they get the
he
move
is
at the end
not
of the World Cup
like
and just flop?
he's not coming to Liverpool if he comes to be a James Rodriguez. That's not his role in life.
Fair.
I mean, if it is, I'll hold my hands up in 5 years' time when he's on loan to like Wigan for the 16th time. But yeah, as well as that, like, I mean, I thought originally going into Morocco, Hakimi, sad. Didn't think much of the other players would be standouts. Wasn't expecting Amrabat to be the one that.
No, I wouldn't. I would put it on probably Hakimi or Ziyech. Like that right side from Morocco is pretty sick, but the rest of the team you wouldn't like bat an eye.
Some great saves from the keeper as well.
Yeah, he's looked impressive. Is it Bruno Sevilla?
Yeah,
he's looked really good. He's playing for a move as well. What else have we got? I've seen a lot of people. Did you think Theo Hernandez for the second penalty that England got? I don't know why he wasn't sent off.
Well, I don't, but it must have just been a case of the ball wasn't played in on goal, like as in. It's hard one. I thought the whole double jeopardy thing, so it was one of those. It's not going to be if it's pen.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a red card too. But I thought they changed it.
So my understanding of the double jeopardy was that if you make an attempt to get the ball, then like it's a yellow and a pen. But if you don't, if you're just on the pitch and there's like imagine the ball's not there and you just take somebody out, you're still getting a red, because it's like and he's not even looking at the ball, he's not trying to play the ball, he just takes him out in the back and just.
But based on the earlier incident with the first pen not getting given, it's safe
That's
to
true.
assume that this referee doesn't actually understand the rules.
That's fair.
I'm
to be fair,
inclined to
from
believe
what
so.
I gather, he refs in like South America, so he's probably used to just fights on the pitch and barely ever sending anyone off.
Well, when Harry Maguire / Harry Maguire is coming at you in a press conference, I mean, you know, you've done something wrong. If that clown,
yeah, that in fairness though, like he put the ball like that Giroud shot was going, that Giroud header was going straight to Pickford.
Yeah, and then
you
he
take,
was like,
you
no,
take Harry
I
Maguire
want
out
this
that
goal.
team.
I'm getting a World Cup goal.
You take Harry Maguire out that team, all of a sudden, like every England fan that said Harry Maguire should not have been in the team realistically is vindicated now because he put them out.
And I'm vindicated because he put them out.
However, Giroud, the GOAT, is back again.
Again?
Yeah.
He's never ending. He's like a never ending gobstopper.
I think he might be one of the most underrated players. Like, I don't necessarily know what I go of all time, but at least of my knowledge. Like,
I would disagree. I would say he's definitely not underrated. I'd say he was underappreciated at Chelsea, but since then,
absolutely underappreciated at Chelsea. I think it's, you know what I think though, the way Arsenal are playing this season, I think he's better than Jesus.
But the thing is, people forget the players who went to Chelsea. It's not the players; it's the club.
Yeah, their system doesn't lend itself to strikers like us with any appreciation
system
whatsoever.
doesn't lend itself to the players. The managers don't, because they're not around long enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a yearly review with your management normally, don't you? It'd be strange if you were playing for a club for 5 years and every single yearly review is a different manager, like how you giving me my yearly.
that is Chelsea is just the top 6 version of Watford.
I understand what the goals do you want in when you walk in, but like what are the things do you go, right, so you're gonna get a written warning for this? I
always find it weird when they sack a manager like 2 weeks or 2-3 weeks after a transfer window, and you're like, why? Like, if you were going to sack him because he's doing shit, why would you give him like all the money? And then this new manager's got to come in and take these players who are shite.
Sometimes you'll find it's not really the manager that's been a part of that. That's the board, that's the rest of the people who are already there. And then there's those other side of things.
The board will just make a sign.
Everton, for example, if they hadn't known Ancelotti was about to dip, they still would have let him go in the transfer market, because if the rest of the world didn't know he was going to dip, he's going to attract the players. He's going to lure them in.
Yeah.
He's going to be that little baby trap, isn't he? So, however, if you're dealing with like a Sam Allardyce, I mean, the best you can hope for is like a Ollie McBurney.
Jesus.
Oh, we've referenced him.
Why have you done it?
Buy some socks.
That's such a niche hatred as well. Like,
he plays football and there's his fucking little sister's socks.
He doesn't play football though. He plays fucking sports and shit. Fuck you, Sheffield United.
Yeah, and Swansea when he was there.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was at Swansea. Fuck you, Wales. Fuck all of you in Wales. Except for, like, I don't know, Danny's probably got a couple of shouts on your behalf. I'll throw at you and Rush.
No.
Already be like, not fuck you.
Number 65 to the people Danny doesn't like.
Well, we got the Welsh, the French. Anywhere else, that'll do. To be fair, that's enough. And I just want to touch on dead quick as well, while we've got it up here. Well, before we move on completely from the World Cup, Gary Neville, right? When you finish the game, when you lose a game on a scoreline, you don't get to say, and I quote, I thought they edged it, but obviously not on the scoreline. What kind of retard are you?
Well, his name is Gary Neville.
That's such a fucking stupid thing to say, though. That's unreal. Like that. That's on par with that, like Aluko the other day being like, I think she pulled her stat and he's like I can't remember who she was talking about. He's like scored 19 goals in 40 games, and she was like, oh, that's nearly a goal a game, and you're like, is it? Are you sure?
Are you sure about that? I think you might want to rework your maths.
Fucking hell. Does anyone actually? Yeah, of course, people. I wonder how many people like tune out like straight after the match, like these pundits stop. Do you still watch Match of the Day like at all?
Oh, I love it.
Fair.
Love it.
I just watch the highlights on.
No,
I watch like highlights
everything
on YouTube these days. I don't
so, like
really
for example, I watch Match.
Yeah.
Then I'll sit there.
No, yeah, I watch Match and whatnot.
No, but then I'll sit there and listen to everything. I'll say post match, half time, pre-match. Then I'll watch the interviews with the managers. Then I'll go into the podcasts. Then I'll go into fan cams.
That's what I mean. Like I get like the managers and the players and whatever. But sometimes the pundits are like just full of shit, and you go like, oh, I could just go to a podcast and or like go to somebody else. But
still
and be like,
want to know what they're saying, even if it's full of shit.
I get it.
The only ones that'll really tune out to the ESPN.
Yeah, I think
they're normally just acting like clowns, like they're about 60 and they're acting like divvies, and it's like just like I get that you're trying to give off like a bit of a and also. It's also a load of Americans that
that was what I was going to say. I didn't even know ESPN covered football because I thought they were just like American, like they're very heavily American. I thought they were just American sports. I didn't even know they covered like football. Or I get them covering like the US national team or something like that. Maybe the World Cup, but like
I watched the game and I promise you, he kept calling Glenn Johnson someone else, and the other person played for the other team. And I was like, is that how ignorantly racist you're being, or are you just that thick? It was like, genuinely, it was like Renato Sanchez on the other team or something, I think. It might have been in a pre-season friendly. But the only stream I could get was like Fox or something.
Oh, God.
So I was listening to proper America. Like, don't get me wrong, they were giving it they were trying to give it flowers, but they weren't getting on. The leaves were flying.
Yeah.
I like some of them. Some of them know what they're talking about, but then they lose me when they say soccer. Bell ends.
I don't know how. I do not know. There's like 3 countries in the world that call it soccer, and I don't get why.
The only time I'll allow soccer in England is Soccer AM.
To be fair, Soccer AM flows a lot better than Football AM.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. It's the only exception.
Do you know? Have you seen that video of like Kyle Walker just refusing to say it? And like you got, I don't know the American answer. Yeah. Just call it soccer, and he's like,
no. Do you ever look at Kyle Walker and then he starts speaking? You're like, are you sure that's the same person? Like, I'm expecting like the bad guy from Men in Black 2 to just like unzip. Like, where did that voice come from? Like someone stood behind him, just like popping helium in him. Hey.
No. Do you know what though? He is a quality defender.
However, I just can't wait for all this international nonsense to get out the way with. I normally love a good World Cup, but not in the midst of winter. Just no.
This is not
go
the time
away
for the World Cup.
Yeah, just ball off.
Yeah.
Let Messi win the World Cup, and then we can all just relax then.
Yeah. But like at least it's still on for Messi. Like it's done for Ronaldo. We're not getting that. We're not getting that dream final of Messi versus Ronaldo, but we can still at least have Messi win the World Cup.
We can.
Yeah. Hopefully Morocco beat the French. I'd like to see them come second, just because
I wouldn't
be disappointed if they won. Like I wouldn't be upset like by any means, because it'd be like, cool. Like a team that had no right to win has won, but at the same time, if you just come in the final against Argentina, fuck yous. We want the boys want Messi to get that World Cup.
I'm going to buy an Argentina kit.
I want the Argentina kits always look dead nice. Like I really.
I've always liked them. Mm-hmm. Always.
They're always so like they're just crisp.
Back in the day, it used to be Barcelona, Inter Milan, AC Milan.
Inter Milan still do dead nice ones. AC Milan are up and down, but they have some. When they hit, they really hit.
Oh yeah, they. Celtic, I love Celtic's kit. Well, I like Celtic though anyway, in general.
Fair. I like Rangers kids at the minute, but I think that's just the style, like the story I've gone for more so than like I like Rangers.
Oh yeah, not doing that podcast. If you're a Rangers fan, Celtic,
I'm not a Rangers fan by any means. Like...
We are not about to make this about religion. I'm an atheist, fellas. Leave me alone.
No, I'm not. I'm not like either. I'm following. I probably, to be fair, probably lean more into Celtic than Rangers.
I have to.
Anyway.
It's like they sing the fields of we sing Fields of Anfield Road, which is taken off the Fields of Athens. Right? They sing You'll Never Walk Alone.
Oh, fair.
We sing You'll Never Walk Alone.
Fair.
Remember when I was a child, we played them in like the Europa League, and we played in the UEFA Cup and the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's it, points. I was like, remember just feeling guilty when we scored against them.
Ah.
And then there was a funny time when we played them and they drew level with us. We finished 2-2.
Yeah.
So I was sat there winding me off a lot because I'm a kid going, yeah, both me teams. And he's like, that's not what we wanted. And now I'm aware, like, that's not what we wanted.
Do you know what that reminds me of? You know that clip of it's Barcelona playing and there's like Messi and Suarez sat with their kids in the stand.
Yeah.
I can't remember which. It would like you just see
Messi's
one of his kids celebrate. They just celebrate a goal.
Suarez is like, what are you doing?
Like kids just don't know better, man. It just is what it is. But that's always funny. Kids just want to see goals and excitement and shit.
It's like it reminds me of the fact that Roberto Carlos came out with that ridiculous but most iconic haircut you've ever seen for the World Cup. Just so as a kid didn't run over and hug Ronaldo instead.
Wait, is that
that is actually the reason.
Oh my god.
So basically Ronaldo used to score and Carlos's kid had run over to the it was Carlos who had the hair, wasn't it?
Are you talking about that?
No, Ronaldo had
Ronaldo had that stupid fucking
I've got
triangle.
It mixed. Right, Ronaldo done it because when Roberto Carlos scored, Ronaldo's kid ran up to the telly thinking it was him, like screaming dad and all this. So apparently he's done it so that his kid.
I didn't know why that was. That's.
I must have sounded like a divvy there talking about
it. Surely you could have made a better like hairstyle though, at least than that fucking. Jesus Christ, that might be one of the all-time worst.
I mean, but it done its job. It was effective, I'd say.
Do you know one of the worst like TikToks I've seen? You know, have you seen the video of that kid and he's like, I want my hair like Ronaldo. And he's showing Ronaldo, and his dad does him and he's like, there's only one Ronaldo. And it's like, that's. You feel so bad for the kid. It's like you're a dickhead, but that's funny.
That is banter. I hope it wasn't staged.
It can't have been staged because he could fully just kill the kid's hair. So the kid's only option is to have like that.
No, but he might not have wanted Ronaldo's hair. Is what I'm saying. Might have been about to get a skinhead anyway.
Fair, yeah. That's probably the only like option there at that point, really.
That's when you start having fun with things. And you're about to get a haircut. If you're freshly about to get a haircut, and you know you're going to go, you can start going like.
Yeah, like,
see what that looks like.
Fuck around with this for a bit.
Make me look like an executor. I'll go and buy a plant and some eggs and just start running around and shouting eggplants and throwing eggs at people.
Why can't I just imagine you going out on the street, just like hiding behind like a bin or something, and just popping up, being like eggplant. That's so funny that that Nedge's Urban Sports.
This is happening.
When he's in the car, he just gets like the mac and the burger and just starts laughing. I can just see you there with eggs. When
we do it, I'm getting an executive costume, and that's what's happening, guys. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, if we do, that's the next video.
That's a 1,000 subscriber. 1,000 subscriber special. Danny getting arrested for pelting people with eggs.
If you're really lucky, we'll pick one of you if you want and you can come passenger.
Oh god, that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, that would be top tier.
I've just realised as well. So, do you want to get into the top trumps then?
I would say so.
Yeah. So we haven't forgotten about the forfeit from last time. We just haven't done it yet because I forgot to go and buy any cinnamon.
And as you are well aware, why would I have any cinnamon around me? Because it's vile.
So we will get that to you. It is just impending, so don't hate us for this. Moving on. So as we mentioned earlier on, I think,
Yeah.
we're using the transfer market stats, like total career stats. As Danny won the last game, Danny will be starting. We also have very limited stats for these options. We don't have the same like assists. Actually, no, we do have assists.
No, so
am I talking about?
what we'll be having is we'll be having goals, assists, yellow cards, red cards, and appearances, which
Yeah.
is kind of bland in terms of like we could be a bit more adventurous, but we are just doing our next instalment of the Top Trumps. It's a work in progress, guys. It's a work in progress.
Also, fuck La Liga for not tracking these stats like all around. Like the Premier League does this shit. La Liga, you're like top tier. Come on. figure this out.
Correction. You said fuck La Liga for that specific. Just fuck La Liga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, La Liga.
And on that note, let's start.
Yeah.
So, if I'm going first, I'm going to go with Mr. Dependable, Xabi Alonso.
Okay.
Now, providing you haven't selected Xabi Alonso also,
I have not selected Xabi Alonso.
I'm going to go with yellow cards because this man was notorious for a card game.
He was.
If Xabi Alonso didn't get a yellow card, something was amiss.
Yeah.
However, it was only about 25% of his career stats, so like 75% of the time he actually didn't get one.
I don't believe that. That's bullshit.
I think the stats are flawed. However, if you chose, what are your stats?
I've gone with Eric Abidal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought so. Pick someone.
He might give me a run for my money here.
He got 35, which I don't know if that's.
He's
high
got
enough.
no chance.
Well, I didn't think he'd have a chance. But...
No, Xabi Alonso 185. Get in the bin, Abidal.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, I guess that's one.
I think that's a resounding 1-0.
That's starting strong. Yeah, Xabi Alonso meeting. Okay, right. Congrats on Matt. First point, Danny. First blood.
Now we've got Posh Spice's wife, David Beckham,
Okay.
and there's only one stat you can go with David Beckham, isn't there?
Like pretty much, yeah.
The
Yeah.
assist, like we know we mentioned Mesut Özil as the assist king, but I think David Beckham could actually.
That's
be
fair. Beckham definitely had like a longer career as well, and he was definitely like a higher quality.
But again, like the game show we're playing.
Yeah.
Who's your player and what are his stats?
So, I've gone with. I don't know if he's recurring. I don't know if he came up last time. I feel like he could have done. I've gone with Ryan Babel,
Oh wow. Okay.
and he gets in for
I like Ryan Babel.
seemingly one season at Deportivo de la Coruña.
Fair
So-
play. And what are those stats? How many assists?
He has 82 assists.
Get in the bin. 214.
Well, that's just not close. How many appearances did David Beckham have? Out of curiosity.
718.
Okay.
These are career as well, so they'll
Yeah,
obviously 214 in
That's-
La Liga.
yeah.
That would be insane.
That would be wild. Okay,
Cool.
right, 2-0. Like this, Jesus Christ. I took this one a little bit more seriously as well.
Come on.
Not that Ryan Babel conveys that I'm taking this particularly seriously, but
Back to a familiar theme.
yeah.
Not the man with the weird haircut, as I got myself confused a moment ago.
Okay.
Henceforth, the reason why Ronaldo made that decision. I've just done the same thing. Roberto Carlos.
When you ran up to the TV show, Daddy, whenever he's cut.
I mean, if you want to kill a free kick and like that, of course.
Fair enough.
Yes. However, that's an incredible amount of assists. That's not what I'm going.
Fair.
I'm gonna keep this steady appearances.
Okay. I've gone with the baller Yannick Carrasco.
Okay.
He's got 395 appearances.
756 appearances. Ooh.
This is not going particularly well.
Joe-
3-1 down. This is...
Joe never has been good at his ABCs.
I don't want to know. Oh, wait. No, 3-0. I don't know. Where am I getting my point from?
You just crafting points. Like, at this point, do I take pity and give it to him?
sympathy points in it. If I can sneak it in without you noticing, I'm taking it.
I think I'll be honest. I think you're getting a point here.
I might do okay with this one.
Gerard Deulofeu.
I forgot he played it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go assists.
Okay. So I went with Deco.
Shit.
And I've got 159 assists.
Right, you've got a point.
Yeah.
Get on the board.
Yay, 3-2.
To be fair though, right? 72 assists and 349 appearances.
That's not too bad.
With 79 goals.
Yeah.
But he is a plays.
Yeah, but considering
largely as a
you've
forward,
got to consider like the clubs that like Deco played at, and like the levels.
Consider
that
the fact that he played at Everton.
Yeah.
Why did I select
Okay.
him? Right, so there's 3-1.
Okay, this I'm not sure how this is going to go for me. So I went with Nabil Elzar.
This could go interesting. I'd say this will be close.
I'm going to go with screw it. I'm going to go with 41 goals.
So guys, no one said this was going to be close. So my guy was Samuel Eto'o. Was
God.
how many goals was that?
That was 41 goals in 356 appearances.
Yeah, 362 goals.
That's not hot.
725 appearances.
Oh Christ.
117 assists.
Right, can I have a point just for being humiliated that badly? That was bad.
He was like, maybe I can build some momentum on me. You got baited so bad. So that's 4-1.
4-1. Okay. Oh God.
Oh.
Do you know what? I think I finished a lot stronger than I start.
I'm gonna follow suit with a familiar baller.
Okay.
However, he's not the best. He's not the best Portuguese. I know one better, in Diogo Jota. However, this is Figo.
Okay.
Now,
Before you list your stats, I'm gonna let you know who I picked because it's not gonna matter whatsoever. It might actually one stat. Actually, no, I won't because one stat might win me this if you pick it.
so okay then. So you're not gonna tell me? Okay.
No.
Figo.
Sorry.
Assists.
That was not the stat that was going to win me up. Surprisingly though, 7.
149.
I went with Romero Funes Mori.
Oh my God! Get in the bin. Keyword. Right. So by the way, with this podcast, I feel like now as well, you can play a drinking game with this. I am sorry to tell you this now instead of the start of the podcast, but for every time I have said get in the bin, that's a shot.
So on account of this, I'm going to yellow card myself.
Now,
because that was an appalling choice.
and you're lucky because you managed to survive last week's podcast without picking up a yellow.
No, it didn't.
Otherwise, this would have been a red card.
Last week's podcast was when I got my first yellow.
No, I think you got yourself confused. The original yellow cards was the week before.
Okay, hopefully.
It was.
Yeah, okay. Sweet.
We can deliberate this and then like we can VAR review this afterwards, and if it is later down the line, you will be getting this.
That
this
we
red
can
card.
do, and we'll figure something else.
But for the time being, you're in the book.
That's not off to a good start. Should not have. Should not have selected for me tomorrow.
So where are we? What letter? G.
We're on F now.
No.
Sorry, G. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So it's what?
It's 5-1. Okay.
Oh, and forever forth the ghost goal. my favourite goal, because Chelsea fans, the most dreaded goal. Luis Garcia, he drinks sangria. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with. I've realised it probably hasn't got the best stats, like, in comparison.
Okay.
Appearances.
Okay. So
I might have shit the bed with this one.
I went with Kevin Gamero.
Okay.
664 appearances.
Okay, so you've got another point. I've got 567.
Yes, I can claw this back. It's like 5-2.
5-2, okay. You get to select.
Yeah. This one might be okay. So this is a little bit more of a serious pick for me. So for H, I've gone with George Hadji. I don't know how I'm saying that George right. No, it's not George.
I'd say you could be in with a chance again.
Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a risky one. So the only player who this is the thing is like I know in my head that like Henry can beat some of these stats, so I don't know if you picked Henry or not. So I'm gonna go with 5 red cards. Oh wait, no, sorry, 8 red cards.
You've took the win. I had go with Thierry Henry. It was the only selection you probably would have got. What were there? What was your yellow cards?
68 yellow cards.
Henry would have had you there like 92.
So my first original pick was going to be goals, and I was like, oh no, he might have Henry. All-time stats Henry, he's going to wipe the floor.
That would have been 360.
135 is not even close.
What would the assists have?
76 assists.
177.
Yeah.
What are your appearances?
427.
793.
Yeah. That was the only one stat I could take the win by. But a win is a win. Clawing this one back, 5-3. And moving on to I, someone who might be a familiar face to you, given your club history. I've gone with Emiliano Insua.
I also went to go for him. He was in there, he was drafted in. And do you remember when I made a last minute substitution?
Yeah.
It's because when I went on the stats, it would appear he only actually played in La Liga 2, not La Liga.
Oh.
So, although that club may be in La Liga now, when he played for them, La Liga 2.
Oh, well,
and the Racing Santander, which at first I was like, oh, but obviously they're Argentinian.
Wait, let me see.
However, when I was looking through this, couldn't find any stats for when he was in Liverpool either. The stats were a bit botched on.
So this is controversial. Stats by competition.
I'm gonna allow it.
This might be an error on my
I'm
part.
gonna allow it because I was convinced that he's played in the La Liga.
He has played in he has played in La Liga. He's got he's got like 3 appearances at Atletico Madrid.
Okay. That's what.
Hopefully that's not in the youth.
That's the stat I kept seeing, but I was thinking, why isn't it showing any of the stats for Liverpool? But
okay, yeah, no, he did play for Atletico Madrid. He got 17 appearances. Sorry.
Okay, right. So with this in mind.
But yeah, I
what's going to win? What's
the other La Liga team? The only La Liga team I originally saw was Rayo Vallecano, and I was like, oh shit, La Liga team anyway. So I was like, you might be right there. You might have got me.
What is going to win you this round?
I'm gonna have to go with 411 appearances.
815.
Ibrahimovic.
That is correct. I was going to go with red cards. 15.
Bloody hell, yeah, no.
128 yellow cards.
2 red cards. 62 yellows.
202 assists.
39.
492 goals.
11.
So is that 6-3?
Yeah.
So.
No, 6-2, I think. See, oh no, yeah, 6-3. It's got to be triply. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. I'm not in good track yet. 6-3 it is. Moving on to J. I'm so shit at maths. It's unreal. How can I not even count?
So, on J, got Raul Jimenez.
Okay.
Yes, he was there. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with... Because I have no idea who you've selected here.
I did.
I'm going to have to go with goals.
Okay.
125.
109.
Oh,
I went. So here's what I went. I went for a player who's currently still active and is 41 years old.
Wow.
I went for Joaquin of Real Betis, and I thought with him being an age and having played that long, he'd have sneaked in. 822 appearances basically was the stat that made me go like, okay, he's gonna get some points on the board for me here. God damn you, Joaquin, you shit bastard.
So,
that is 7-3.
Yes.
And you are not going to help me. Maybe you are, actually. Maybe. Okay, you might help me a lot more than I thought you were going to.
Okay.
Okay.
Patrick Kluivert.
Maybe not.
Yeah, get the bin. I'm going to go goals.
Okay.
206.
146. Which is a lot higher than I originally thought when I picked Aruna Kone.
Ah, do you know where his name didn't run? But then Patrick Kluivert turned. I was like, oh, he's like a foreign Chris Kamara.
That's... I'm not typing anything. I'm just keeping track of the score because my brain does not like it whatsoever.
So we're moving
on
to
to
8-3.
L. Yeah, 8-3.
Another great player. I think you'll get a theme for some of the players I've picked here, but
Okay.
Jari Litmanen.
Okay.
Loved him for his time at Liverpool.
Mm.
It's great. Again, I'm gonna go with goals.
Okay. So I went with Fernando Llorente.
Ooh.
I've got 180 goals.
80.
180.
So it's 180.
180.
Ah, it doesn't matter, mate. It's 206.
Was Litmanen like a forward or like a midfielder?
Midfielder.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
So,
Steve McManaman.
Okay, so
McManaman. No.
I hope this is appreciated. So I went with Maradona, not Diego Maradona though.
I went to select that same Maradona,
Do you pick Hugo Maradona?
but I decided against it.
Well, this was a bad decision in terms of the stats, but I thought picking Maradona was a bit unfair.
I'm gonna say so I'm just gonna say assists.
3.
107.
I should stop throwing these games away, shouldn't I?
What do you mean? Don't be coming at me with that this time.
No,
you took this one seriously.
I did. To be fair, a lot of my serious picks come later on, so like I have definitely picked a couple.
Okay.
This one's a serious pick.
Speaking of serious pick, have I wiped you? Have I wiped your serious pick out? Have I just null and voided you?
I don't know.
Neymar Jr.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with goals.
Okay, I'm on 44 goals.
Yeah, because I heard you getting a bit like, oh, could have a chance. Yes, I know you've got a baller of some degree, but like,
I would not use I would not use baller to describe this man.
Okay,
this man cannot cross a ball.
Okay.
44 goals. I went with Jesus Navas.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping having nearly 795 appearances would give me like some decent enough stats. Out of curiosity, how would Neymar do for assists? I want to know whether this guy's got more.
183.
You don't want. Okay.
Moving on to one of my favourite old school Premier League players.
Okay.
Mark Overmars.
Okay. This is going to be... So I've got a goalkeeper for this one.
So it's got to be yellow cards, red cards and appearances.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, I think you're going to win then, realistically. Goalkeeper should have a hell of a lot of appearances. Actually, no. Appearances. 528.
Okay, so I did beat you. And with the World Cup goalkeeper, I went with Guillermo Ochoa
Oh, I should have known.
with 697 appearances.
How many yellow cards did he have?
27 yellow cards.
How many red cards?
None.
Oh, I should have went red cards, but as if you're going to be confident with one red card.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so
Lauren Reback.
So it's
The guy who can only play well in World Cups.
currently on 11-4, and the ball's back in Joe's court.
Okay, so I felt like I need. There was only one pick I could make here, and it was my guy. I had to represent my guy, Diego Perotti.
Okay.
As mentioned in the
Okay.
going way back to our first episode.
Yes, I do. I do remember. But what's your stat? Oh,
I'm gonna go with 54 yellow cards.
oh, poor choice.
Ooh, who you got for?
But do you remember when I said I thought of two P's in the same instance?
Yeah.
Goats, PK and Puyol.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, Christ.
Doesn't matter which one I picked there, you're getting fucked over for the
Oh,
yellow
I
cards.
should have picked.
So I went with Carlos Puyol.
Okay.
129 yellow cards.
Okay, that's not close. So that's bad.
Now the next one.
Not doing so hot on there.
Next one.
Okay.
I'll admit, guys, I had to go back to the banks for this one. It's another stats. Domingos Quina. If I've botched your name and you are somehow listening to this podcast, fella, I do apologise, but get more relevant.
Please get in touch with a correction and then shout us out for something as well.
Yeah, as
That'd be
well.
very
But,
nice.
I mean, yeah, we will give you another shout out. It looks like
we'll give Danny another chance to say your name if we've got it horrendously wrong.
Your career's going well so far, fella.
It's
Better
right.
than mine. I don't know what to do here. I've literally give you a 3 point.
Fair.
I don't know how to get around this. Well, I have to hope that you've got like Joe Gomez spelt with a Q.
Joe That's going in the podcast name. It was just Joe Quomas. Harry McGuane and Joe Quomas. greatest defensive pair the world has ever seen.
Just in like, I mean, I can probably only hope for a draw in this regard. Yellow cards.
Okay, so I made this pick before we decided what stats we were going on, before
you tell me
overall.
your yellow cards, I'm going with yellow cards. But tell me your stats for red cards.
14.
Tell me your goals.
109.
Tell me your assists.
164.
Tell me your appearances.
670. Would you like to know the yellow cards?
My slim meager hope of a point here is resting on the yellow cards.
I've got 148 yellow cards.
I've got 11. But if it makes any consolation, how many yellow cards did you just say you had?
148.
You have 35 more yellow cards than my guy has appearances.
That's not a good.
That's not a good top trumps. No, it's not, is it?
That's going to be on par with Ozan Kabak from the last one.
Oh, Ozan Kabak. He plays centre back. Oh no.
So I went with Ricardo Quaresma anyway.
Yeah. Good. I'm sure you did.
Got to
Good
represent
shout.
the boy. Yeah. So I felt like this one interesting. I felt like I had to go serious because there were just too many. There's too many legend options.
Yep.
So I went with Ronaldinho. Which I'm now looking at. I'm going to stick with R for Ronaldinho. I'm going to stick with this, although his name or listed on this is Ronaldinho Gaucho.
It is
and
Gaucho.
I feel like I should have put him under G.
It's Gaucho.
However,
but now we'll give it because it's
too late for this now. So I'm going to stick with Ronaldinho. I'm gonna go with assists, 162.
Oh, you've done it.
Yes.
I had both Ronaldos I could have put in there and you would have had no chance.
Yeah.
I had Ronaldo in there. You had no chance.
Ah,
And last minute, just because I thought I'd had the selection and I thought I was going to wipe the floor with you with the red cards and yellow cards, went Sergio Ramos the prick. And just
I
give
would
you
not
some
have got-
curiosity.
Yeah.
Like, I know you wouldn't have, because my man had 255 yellow cards and 28 red cards. 19 times he got 19 times straight red, nine double yellows.
Christ. To think him and Xabi Alonso played in the same team together.
So I'm surprised Real Madrid didn't
Yeah.
forfeit the game. I lack of players.
That's
12-6.
okay. So for this one again, I went a little bit with a more serious pick. I went with Hugo Sanchez,
I think
the only stat I'm gonna have to go with 304 goals.
I think my guy eats your goals up for dinner,
Okay,
like everything else that he eats.
I'm not in for a good one, am I?
Just can't
Luis
get
Suarez.
enough. We just can't get enough. Luis Suarez. You say goals?
Yeah, I did. I said 304 goals.
445 goals.
Ew.
And for the listeners who are playing the drinking game, that's another one. Getting a bit.
Do I even have? I don't even know if I have enough letters to claw this back. We're at
Well,
90
we'll just see what the overall score is.
No, I'm looking. So it's 13-6. So I'm 7 points shy, and there's seven.
You
Seven
can't
left.
take this to a
I
tie
can
break.
level this.
If this goes to a tie break, we haven't actually addressed this because I didn't actually.
We haven't figured that out, have we?
However, what we will do is you'll have 5 seconds to pick one off the top of your head.
Yeah.
It can't be a player from your list,
Yeah.
just any player,
Okay.
and then we're going to pick stats from that.
Okay.
But we'll take a couple of seconds and we'll get the in-depth stats. So we're going to have. So it might not be necessarily
That's
these 5
fair.
ones.
Yeah.
And obviously, whoever's obviously won the point to level it up
Yeah.
gets the pick.
That's
because
that's fair.
Moving on. So, Fernando Torres.
Okay. I thought about picking Fernando Torres, but then thought, no.
Have we got all the way to T without picking the same player?
Yeah, so
That's
far
mad.
we have. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
right.
just taking a quick break. I will be one moment.
A few moments later.
Back from the break.
Yeah.
13-6. You are at do or die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres in. This could be the most dramatic story of the season. It's Torres to give Chelsea a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Which I've already said, but when the break, just to give you a little bit of a reminder, but what are you going up against? Appearances, no. Goals, I'm just going to have to play this safe. Well, questionably safe.
Boo.
But I want to spice this up, so I'm going to go yellow cards.
Okay.
115.
Can you go with goals instead?
I'll get alright, red cards.
Man got 19 goals.
Goal, oh.
Sorry. My man got 19 yellow cards. Sorry.
I'll select red cards then.
Okay.
7.
1.
I mean,
Do you want to go with goals? Can you do me a favour?
I'll go. We can go with goals.
Let's go with assists. Let's go with assists.
How many assists?
61.
No, 76.
70 goals.
262. I'll give you the appearances.
420 appearances.
756.
I went with Christian.
I can give you Fernando Torres' stats from when he was playing for Chelsea and see if you beat some of them. So how many goals do you get?
I got a 70 goals. Probably has beat that because.
How many goals did he score for Chelsea?
I do not know. Live research right in front of you. That's. I keep forgetting. Like I
should
keep
go through the
doing, like
office.
live research. Like this podcast is not live. There is no reason.
It's technically live research in terms of the game, like
Yeah.
right now that you're doing it. So are we basically saying that I've won this?
Oh yeah, you've 100%.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So it's 14-6. We'll see how the results fare.
Just for the sake of spicing it up, that stolen point that I stole early on, I'm going to give myself. Because I still don't have enough points to draw it level.
Going into you.
Yeah.
Well, let's not. Just keep the SPG.
Okay.
Gonna have to go with. Oh, these are poor stats. These. I'll take a punt here.
Go on.
Appearances.
How many?
308.
I think we've got the same player.
Have you selected?
Did you go with the meme player of Titty?
Oh, did you pick up Titty?
I picked up Titty.
Oh, you should say. Oh, okay. So you have technically got another point. However, that's all right. So that is 15-7.
15-8 for my
No,
stolen
in
power.
no, it's 15-7 in brackets 8.
Okay, well, this late game saver has not done me any favours whatsoever.
David Villa.
Okay.
So have you not got David Villa?
I have not got David Villa.
Thank you very much for saving my breath. Goals.
20.
338.
I went with Rafael Varane.
Oh, well. Oh, hang on. Let's do what was Valanga for his red cards?
2.
7.
Jeez. Varane, you shithouse.
Wow.
Overrated, my ass.
Is that 16?
16-7.
7/8. Goalkeeper, so it's appearances, yellow cards or red cards.
What was your pick?
Sander Westerveld,
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Liverpool keeper,
Okay.
in the 2001 treble.
I went with a guy called Wanderson. Because he's probably wandering around as aimlessly as I am at this game right now.
Several bad puns later.
Gonna have to go with appearances then. I don't want to go red cards because like an unknown player could just be like unknown because he's always on the sin bin.
2. Appearances.
Yeah.
282.
464.
I'm not very good at top trumps.
I think it's all for the draw. I'm well, actually it's not because you selected the players, but
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so for this one, I've made 2 picks, just in case you pick the same player, because I thought you might pick the same player.
oh, this
If you
was
haven't
for,
picked the same
this
player,
was for X.
yeah, it was for X. Right?
Oh, I
Double
thought
pick.
you were talking about Z.
No.
Oh,
Z,
this
I've
is
got-
gonna be funny.
Okay, so who's your pick for X?
Oh, Xavi.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fine.
I
Then.
do, yeah.
That's fine. I can stick with my first pick. My second pick can go away.
Yeah, but you've got no chance of winning this one.
Okay.
Appearances.
I've got 252 appearances.
925.
Okay, but do you know who I got though? Who I went with? I went with a recurring face. I went with Alexander.
Did he get in there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Playing for
did
Real I don't know if Real Oviedo.
They La Liga.
Seems like it. Unless it can't be the last team, like Estrella Amadora. Sad. This man's playing for a team called
I'll
Sad.
definitely give you that.
Stats by competition. MLS, Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, Super League, Premier League, La Liga, 2 seasons, 96, 97 and 97, 98.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, he's not won me any points, but I thought it'd be nice to have some familiar faces.
This next selection, you might have a chance here at a point.
Okay.
Solely picked them because this is definitely something like you can craft this guy's name by accident just by someone giving you 2 different objectives. So it's like you got to make 2 words and these two things. One being like a film character and one just being like a footballer. Karim Yoda.
I also picked Carrie Yoda.
Oh, love it. So that's 1908.
Yeah, that was.
Brackets
I'm
9.
glad you got it as the same score because I do not know ours. Oh no!
And now going into Z.
Oh, this isn't good. So, why is he listed as Benjamin? Like he had it when I googled him, he had a second name.
Is your Z Goose?
It might be. I might have to re-Google. I know when I picked.
Technical difficulties. So basically, guys, Danny's a divvy. If that wasn't already established.
Small time chaos.
Eventually.
Oi. Well, guys, apologies for that. Danny's a divvy. Part 75.
However, in the technical difficulty, I did remember who I picked. I remember the second name. So, blessings in disguise. I now don't have to look up this guy. So, I think it's your go though.
It is my go, so my guy is making a repeat appearance.
Okay.
Bolo Zenden.
I looked at him and thought about it.
However,
do you know we could be on par here in terms of what we want, in terms of like stat wise.
so I'm gonna give you the chance here then. Goals.
Okay. 21.
Oh, 68. I did give you the chance.
Mm.
Assists.
Assists 1.
63. Oh, what? Ew.
282 appearances.
548.
Okay.
Yellow cards.
45.
48. Red cards.
3.
Oh, you would have won.
Okay.
I got 2.
So I went with Benjamin Zaradona.
Oh, so you got Maradona and Zaradona. I seen his name, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
So that's 28.
Well, you're not getting your bonus point. It's 28.
No, without bonus points, not doing me any favours. You could give me an extra 10, but you could give me an extra full digit of bonus points to take that to 2018, and I'm still not winning.
So it's,
I took that one seriously as well. Like I can't even make any excuses. Like I was basically some of the picks like fair enough, but like some of that I cannot.
Well, glorious in defeat and glorious in victory, but so far I've only tasted victory, so it is 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for this one. We haven't decided this yet. We haven't done the cinnamon challenge. We'll work this out. We might. Do you know what? We'll do the cinnamon and the chili challenge, or like whatever. We'll figure something out related to that, I guess.
We will.
I'll go and pop both of them. I'll pop both of them at the same time. Try and do the intro. Oh my god. But well, there's Top Trumps 2.
Completed.
Yeah. Should we do this again next week?
We should definitely. I'll keep it up with the series. Feel like Top Trump should be a thing.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it every
like
week, but if we can, we're gonna make a series out of this, guys. So we are gonna focus more around all round football as opposed to challenges and stuff. But this will be at least a bi-weekly occurrence.
Yeah, I'd say so. We can we can definitely manage that.
Even if we might bring this away, we might bring this apart and make it its own episode, its own things with Top Trump.
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
And then we could potentially look at that, releasing that midweek, Wednesday the Thursday, that sort of thing instead. Yeah. Don't necessarily have to.
No, that's definitely the sort of thing we can just pull together.
But if this is something you're liking, guys, if you're listening, if you've got this far,
comment on our shit. Let us leave likes, shares, or like whatever. Let us know that this is something that's good for you.
Let us know what you don't like.
Keep that shit to yourselves. You love this podcast. There's nothing you don't like.
Everything about this podcast is great. There's nothing bad you can say. Don't slander us like that.
Listen, we are the go-to podcasting. What are you talking about?
Joe Rogan has my picture up in his bedroom, and it's not for scandalous reasons.
It's absolutely for scandalous reasons.
So for next week's podcast, we'll be hopelessly trying to get Joey Diaz on.
It's borderline, right? This is the sort of thing Joey Diaz would probably do, though. Like, obviously not at our level where we're complete unknowns, but like Joey Diaz just doing random shit for the sake of doing random shit.
Of course.
Is definitely plausible. 50 episodes in, maybe, or something. Joey Diaz might just be like, yo, I've heard of these guys.
Hey, maybe. Living the dream at that point. I just want to hear one more of the stories about feeding someone edibles that they don't know about. He just so casually drops in, and so yeah, this guy. However, we will spend the next couple of days deciding on what our next week's podcast theme will be.
Yeah,
So
we've done.
I think we go more towards like the Serie A or maybe even the Bundesliga. Or we could go theme of the World Cup because the final is a bit like on the horizon. We could just do World Cup players, but the players we pick have to have scored a goal in the World Cup, and if they haven't scored, for example, if it's a goalkeeper, or for example we're just rarely stuck for letters, then we can allow them in if they've got more than 2 World Cup appearances. So two separate World Cups. So they've got to have been like
you can't
99, like 98 and 2002, or that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like we're not allowing. So I think that's where we should go. If you've got any objections to that one,
do you know what? Yeah, actually, because the World Cup semis, the World Cup final is next Sunday. So
we'll be recording it while the finals.
Yeah. So either we record this like during the final or just after.
I was about to say we might do a watch along.
Yeah,
not a complete commentary,
but do a little watch along. We'll record afterwards, and we'll get a little World Cup theme going on.
Well, there you have it. Episode 4 has just made itself. Well, I mean, I'm taking a bit.
Well, I think the finals are Sunday. I was getting the third place playoffs the Saturday.
Oh, okay. So we have to chat one about a game that means one.
Yeah.
Still
most likely that's going to be Croatia v Morocco for third place in the World Cup.
Hopefully, because Messi needs to win it, but if not, I'll take Morocco for the win.
Yeah.
No, like I wouldn't put money on it, but
yeah. Can we put France out?
Please.
Just being French.
Just send Canate home. Don't play him. I mean, do, because obviously he wants to play.
Yeah.
But I mean,
don't get him injured. Yeah. Don't get him hurt. Protect him. Put his legs in bubble wrap.
We already know, don't we? First line of next week's podcast. Why did I have to open my mouth? Kanate's been injured, ACL.
Oh God.
If that happens,
MCL.
If that happens, this podcast needs deleting so people don't come and hunt me down.
Retroactively, just undo this episode.
Well,
that could happen though. Some shit just happened to him. Did you see Neuer broke his leg?
Did he?
Yeah, Neuer's out for at least the rest of the season. He's done a skiing accident or something, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Neuer.
Well,
yeah. That's horrendous for him. After such a shite World Cup with Germany, go home and be like, right, I'm gonna at least have some recovery with me missus or whatever. Break your leg.
Jack and his missus pushed him down a slope. How'd you let that goal in? Push him down.
Maybe, you know.
She's currently sliding into Martinez's DMs.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, shots fired there. Wow.
Nah, she's got a thing for players who are good with their hands, innit?
To keep this podcast.
Sorry, no, missus. That was a bit uncalled for.
Of a friendly rating.
Yeah. Sorry, no, yeah. Sorry to your missus as well. That was a bit out of line.
That was a bit hard. Woo!
Thank God this podcast isn't translated to German.
And to quote the blurred that is Jeremy Clarkson, to bring this on this bombshell, we'll be wrapping this third episode up.
Thank you for watching, everybody. We are on Spotify now, properly on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on whatever podcast platform you can think of. We are also on YouTube and Rumble for the video versions, even though we don't have video yet.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Peace.
Peace. Lovely that cup of tea. Well, it looked it. I wouldn't know what it tasted like.